Hello, I'm Mel G. Henderson. This is Escape Seeker. Join me as I seek out the greatest destinations in the world. I will introduce you to people and places so unique, you'll learn that travel isn't about where to take your next vacation. It's about how to envision your new lifestyle.
Hello, I'm Mel G. Henderson and welcome to Deer Valley. Throughout the Rocky Mountains, this beautiful white stuff is what they call champagne powder. And here at Deer Valley, they have acres and acres of this white skiable stuff, 2,026 to be exact. During the 2002 Olympics, Deer Valley hosted several exciting Olympic events, and today it continues to be the top ski destination in North America. I firmly believe that to get to know a place, the best way to do it is on foot. And I can always use a little help from my friends, so I turned to Bob. Thank you for taking me on this walk.
You're so welcome.
So great to be able to take a walk on a snowy day with man's best friend. Tell me about Monty.
Monty is an amazing dog. You know, I was able to pick him up when he was 8 weeks old. I picked him up from a local breeder, Powder Cake Farms, and Monty was coming to work with me right from the beginning. This is his element. You know, every day when I take him for a walk, we're just outside and in the snow, and he loves to frolic in the snow. It's a lot of fun just watching him roll around. From the beginning when we picked him up, he was just an amazing dog with a great personality, and it's been a joy to have him here every day at work and to be able to greet our guests.
So how did this exact location come to be?
This area is really rich in history. The mining derrick that's behind us is just always our reminder of this area and what started this region to become such a famous destination for skiers. In the 1800s, you had the miners that were extracting silver out of these mines, and then in the 1920s is when they kind of made the transformation to the skiers, and that's when they discovered the greatest snow on earth and realized that the real gold was in all the white powder that was dropped on a daily basis. And the other part of that too, Mel, is, you know, Park City really came to be you know, just well recognized when we had the 2002 Winter Olympics. And that again, this area in Deer Valley Ski Resort, it was host to the freestyle skiers, the aerialists. Do you remember that?
Yes, it really brought the world to its doorstep.
It did indeed.
It's so good.
There he goes.
Oh my goodness.
You might know, he's gonna get one.
I cannot believe how much fun this is. Look at this. This is called Winter's Bliss. ski in, ski out service, they really mean it. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Miss Henderson.
I'm so excited to go skiing today. All right, I'm ready to begin my day. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. As with any sport, the better you are at it, the more you enjoy it. And I'm urgently trying to graduate from beginner to intermediate. So I've turned to my private ski instructor, Ole Olsen.
Hi, Mel. Welcome to Deer Valley. We've got an awesome day today. You told me a little bit about your learning preferences, that you're a visual learner.
I am.
That you'd like to follow me and have me demonstrate what you want to do.
That's right.
And so I'll do a combination of demonstrating for you and then backing it up with a little bit of verbal instruction.
That'd work for me because as long as I can see you do it, I can try to imitate it. And hopefully I can earn, looking good in this jacket. It's so bad to snowplow with such a hot jacket.
Oh, we'll have you looking good. Tell you what, I've seen you ski a little bit. Why don't you follow me and let's get the lesson started. So I'll start off, just follow me, please.
I'm so ready. Let's rock on.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna ski right next to you here. So you turn, I'll turn. Turning both feet at the same time. There you go, that's good. I like the way you're kind of squashing down a little bit. A little extra pressure on the skis.
I'm having an absolutely fabulously fun day. Doesn't get any better than this. Mother Nature cooperated, and with Ole here to guide me, I'm just blissed out. Ole, I had an absolute blast. Oh my gosh, I did not know that I could do what you made me do.
That was awesome. That was a great day. Perfect skiing. You did great. I think you deserve another coat.
Thank you so much. I'll work on that.
Alrighty.
High five.
I'd like to introduce you to my favorite après-ski friends and family gathering place. I like to refer to it as gourmet bistro pubbing at its finest. Come inside and I'll show you what I mean. Montage founder Alan Firstman created this casual gathering place, patterning it after what he likes to refer to as his dream basement. He wanted to make sure there was something for everyone, both young and the young at heart. What I really love about this place is Chef Michael's brick oven handcrafted pizza. I understand this famous pizza is what keeps people coming back.
It is an old family recipe. My father was born and raised in Naples, Italy, and I've been making pizza since I'm a little kid.
So this is the real McCoy, huh?
It is.
Can I put on an apron
You
and get started?
absolutely can. Just as long as you don't tell anybody when you leave here. Oh, well, we're going to be telling everybody.
Oh, you'll keep it a secret, right?
This is not a traditional pizza like you would get in any kind of pizzeria in America. What this is Neapolitan pizza. I'm going to share a little bit of that with you right now.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to get started.
So every pizza starts with dough. Okay, the dough here is just very simple: flour, water, olive oil, salt, sugar, and yeast. To make it easier for everybody, we're going to start out first with the rolling pin, and then we're going to bring you up there a little bit to a professional. Okay?
All right.
So a pizza is round, so we want to keep the pie round all the time, right?
Okay.
So let's take your rolling pin and even pressure down.
Back.
Yep.
And then this way?
Yep.
Look at that.
Okay, so let's get a little more flour on there.
Okay.
And you'll notice too the dough tends to react a little different at altitude because of how stiff and how low the moisture content is in the air, so it reacts a little bit different.
Chef Michael is such a terrific teacher. His passion for his art of making authentic Neapolitan pizzas is contagious. Being proud of his Neapolitan roots, he taught me so much about what makes it so delicious. Historically, Neapolitan pizzas are made with tomatoes and mozzarella cheese. Chef Michael insists on using only the freshest ingredients, especially when it comes to his mozzarella cheese produced by local dairymen. But perhaps what sets his pizzas apart and keeps us all coming back It's the tomatoes. These are not your typical garden variety. They are as authentically Italian as they come, all the way from Italy's volcanic plains, San Marzano, just south of Mount Vesuvius.
Okay, so Mel, now we're gonna put the pizza into the oven. Now, what we have to be careful of is where we put the pie into the oven. We don't want to put it too close to the fire because it will burn and it won't cook. Okay? So we're gonna actually very slowly shake and then pull back.
Pie.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So what this part of the cooking is doing is actually just getting the pie cooked. Good.
Okay, here we go.
And be careful, you're gonna be swinging around.
Oh wow, look at that masterpiece. Wow. Oh my
Perfect.
goodness.
That is a Neapolitan pizza, Mel. Congratulations.
As the escape seeker, I'm becoming quite the spa expert. But you know, I love returning to places where I feel a real sense of connection. And at this spa, it's exactly like that. I love it so much that I've invited my girlfriends to join me. I can't wait to share it with you also. Come with me. I am drawn to places of mystery where I feel at peace with the power of the earth spirit. These sentiments by nature portrait photographer Michael Vitale translates into his stunning photographs that capture many of Utah's natural beauty and sets the theme for this magnificent spa.
Good morning, ladies. Welcome to Spa Montage. Good morning. Well, you'll see on the counter here, we'll start here. We incorporate a lot of indigenous local herbs that are all wildcrafted or produced organically. The first one you see here is milk thistle. Milk thistle, This is a wonderful herb. It helps benefit circulation, and it's very detoxifying. Milk thistle's very popular for a liver cleanse. Astragalus is a root that's found all over the western region, and it's a wonderful, what they call adaptogenic herb. It helps you balance your system and strengthen your system for stress.
Oh, hello, that one's for me.
And it's something that can also be made into a tea, and that's what we do here. We combine these in a couple different treatments. Today we'll be using it as a tea in the bath. Hops now grow wild in the region. They were originally planted by the Chinese that came here to work the mines. And then hops is also soothing and calming. Today we're going to be focusing on something that's really good for wintertime, especially to help strengthen the system, the immune system. We'll be using yarrow, which is also a local herb. We'll be using nettles, and it's good for respiration. Okay, so it's good to help open up respiration in the wintertime. This altitude, it helps with the altitude. We'll also be using elderflower. Elderflower grows all over the region. Elderflower is a flowering bush. That's this one right here.
So everything that you present here is acquired from nature, from outside.
Yes, everything is regional, either wildcrafted or organically produced for us.
So it really is nature and nurture
Absolutely.
combined, huh? Spa. Amira, I think it's time to party.
It is definitely time to party.
Park City?
Here we come.
Let's go. Silver mining mining put Park City on the map. I can't believe that the miners rode this.
Absolutely, yeah. Mining was a dangerous career. So it was discovered in 1868 by some soldiers that were out prospecting on their day off. And of course they staked a claim and sold it to a bunch of guys from Michigan, and that spurred the whole Park City mining boom, yeah. So within 10 years, the town had grown and there were more than 5,000 people living here, and a number of different mines, including George Hearst, who was the father of William Randolph, arrived.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how they financed their big publishing dynasty, huh?
Exactly, yeah. He bought the Ontario claim for $30,000 and made millions.
Sandra, what is this?
So after the Second World War, we were down to one mining company and they weren't making any money, so they thought, well, let's diversify and start a ski resort. So they opened Park City Mountain Resort, which still exists today. But they thought, oh, we know about mining technology, let's use it to transport the skiers. So this is a special car they had fabricated for the skiers, and they took them 3 miles underground.
3 miles?
3 miles in the Spiro Tunnel, and then they loaded them on the cage and took them 1,700 feet to the surface to go skiing.
So you ride this for an entire hour, then you still have to ride the cage up to the top?
Right. So pretty peculiar that to go skiing you were going to spend an hour underground.
You gotta really love the sport, huh?
It proved not very popular, so it only lasted about 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, and they discontinued it.
You gotta hand it to the miners, for the mining company, to think of another way when things started to get rough.
Right, yeah. And they had built a gondola, a mile-long gondola to take skiers up the mountain, and they weren't worried about that technology because they'd been operating an aerial tramway to move the ore for more than 50 years. But when it was windy, of course, the gondola wouldn't run. So they thought, oh, well, this is a good alternative. But it wasn't.
It wasn't, because who wants to ride an entire hour just to do one run? Look how fast we are now. This is quite the revelation. Thank you, Sandra. From mining town to world renown, Park City continues to draw visitors from around the world.
I'm especially excited to introduce you to the restaurants of the Bill White Group here in Park City, because Park City is a story of international fame. It's an international Olympic city. It hosts people from all over the world every day on the ski slopes and in the summertime. And the restaurants of Bill White, we're starting here at Grappa, which is a Mediterranean Italian cuisine that you can see here. And then we will be enjoying food from Chimayo, which is southwestern cuisine, and then finishing up at Waso, which is Asian. And it's absolutely perfect for what we're trying to share with the world. That Park City is truly an international experience.
It looks fabulous, Dan. I'm glad we walked here, huh?
Yeah, me too.
One of the things that I think it's so important for people to realize how multicultural it is. I'm from San Francisco, but I'm right at home here in Park City, Utah.
There's nothing like hot chocolate to take the chill out of a wintry night.
I'm so happy you could be here on Main Street in Park City and see why it is a dining mecca.
There is nothing better in the whole world than skiing a run like that of Moguls, and that is how I get my rush.
How old were you when you started?
You know, I started skiing at the age of 3. I grew up in Lake Tahoe, and so it just, like, that was exactly what we had to do, you know, skiing, and then I joined the Squaw Valley Freestyle team at the age of 12.
And did you ever have any setbacks, or did you know right away this was your calling in life?
You know, I mean, I played all kinds of sports when I was young, but I just had this passion for skiing. You know, being in the mountains and just the blue sky, the fresh powder, I just knew that it was, you know, for my soul. I've had a lot of setbacks over my career. When I made the U.S. ski team, since then I've had a broken jaw, 2 blown out knees, a torn shoulder, and I just had my knee done again after I retired. So a lot of setbacks, but I think that those things make you who you are and make you stronger.
Well, you're definitely a promo poster girl for perseverance, huh?
Every once in a while, yeah, you can really pull it out, you know?
You've got silver medal right here
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
2002 Olympics. Tell me what that was like.
It's a feeling that's really hard to describe, but when you're standing there and you look out over this crowd of 30,000 people that were there, you know, watching me get my medal, and you see your flag being raised. It's so much more, because, you know, your day-to-day life is what you need to do and how you need to get better. And at that moment, it's so much more than about you. It's about the people that you represent in your state and your country and ultimately the world, you know? And I think when you realize that, when you realize what you've accomplished on such a grand stage, it really is incredible.
I made another important discovery. Utah is home to one very talented, prolific composer, Emmy Award winner Kurt Bester.
You know, Kurt, your music permeates throughout the state of Utah, yet your influence goes way beyond its borders.
Well, thank you. It's, you know, it's to make a living as a musician, you basically have to compose. You put a sign and say, we'll compose for food. Luckily, enough producers of TV shows and directors of movies and jingle people have come to me and said, look, we'll pay you to write music, that I've been lucky enough to be able to write music for lots of different things. And, you know, Utah's a great place to be for music. People don't know this. They think of this as the greatest snow on earth, but it's also the greatest music on earth. I mean, think about the Tab Choir, who I've been lucky enough to write for. In fact, we were talking earlier about the Olympics. I started out writing the music for mostly the closing ceremonies, although I wrote music for the whole production. And then luckily I had a chance to sit in front of the orchestra during the closing ceremonies and conduct. So I'm conducting during the closing ceremonies with camera in one hand, a baton in the other, conducting, I guess, taking pictures of everything.
Was that a pinch me moment?
That was a pinch me moment. And it was, I'll never forget, you know, being so proud of my own state. We did put on a pretty good Olympics, and it was in the shadow of 9/11, so it was really kind of yin to that yang. It was,
That's
it was a
right,
great
the
experience.
nation was still healing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can live anywhere.
Sure.
Why do you choose
Well,
to remain in the Beehive State?
The reason I live here is it's pretty obvious. Once you look at what I wake up to every morning, I look out. I live here because it's inspiration for my music, to be honest.
Inspiration. Well, speaking of the Winter Olympics, can you play us a little bit of that? Bring us back to that moment.
All right,
because it was really a golden moment for you, Tom.
I'm going to play you a piece here. This song is called Fire and Ice, and it's all about the Olympics. It's about the snow. It's about winter. The perfect place to play it right here.
tuned for more winter's bliss and Olympic action.
As we try to prove if Utah does in fact have the greatest snow on earth.
But if you would rather bask on a sunny beach with sand tickling your toes, no worries. We'll take you to a resort where the art of living is taken to a whole new level.
Escape Seeker, proving once again that there's no destination on earth too far, too difficult, or too blissful to reach.